What's up, MMA fans? Welcome back to MMA Ground and Pound, the YouTube channel with all the latest MMA news. Alex Pereira, the prankster. Alex Pereira pranks Glover again.
Olha só a sacanagem que eu vou fazer com o Glover. Papel, guardanapo. Aí, Glover. Aí, você vê a boca dentinho. Bom, hein, velho? Bom. Tá dentinho esse aqui. Porra, velho. Hey, guys.
Anyone who can make someone eat a wet towel is hilarious in our books. These are the wholesome social media posts that make us root for Pereira even more. Sean O'Malley on Pimblett versus Ferguson. Sean O'Malley shares his thoughts on Pimblett versus Ferguson on a recent episode of The Sugar Show. The current UFC bantamweight champion thinks this fight, no matter the outcome, is lose-lose for Paddy.
Initial reaction, I'm like, God damn, that's a lose-lose for Paddy. You go out there and beat Tony, who's really good, but on a 6-fight losing streak. So you beat him, you're not going to get credit for beating Tony Ferguson. You're going to get credit for beating a guy you should beat him. But it's a dangerous fight. It's not like that easy of a fight. It's not going there. It's going to be a tough fight. Tony could 100% win this fight. And that is, I mean, now you're coming off of a loss to a guy. I mean, at least it's still T. Ferg, but it's like, is it T. Ferg? I don't know.
It's like the reincarnation of T. Ferg. Yeah, I was a little surprised. I feel like we talked about it forever ago, and I kind of was guessing that was going to happen.
You called it.
And so I kind of called it.
And
but
I said no.
Yeah, Tony Ferg opens, I think, like a plus 300 underdog. I do think, like you said, it is kind of a lose-lose for Paddy because everyone's expecting Paddy to be able to go out and finish Tony. But Tony had glimpses in the Bobby Green fight. He had glimpses when he fought Chandler. And I do think Paddy probably gets it done. I'm thinking like a second or third round finish.
Oh, really? Finish, huh?
Yeah, I think he can.
How do you think he finishes it? Like TKO, just shots, or
I think
just sub him?
I think he hurts him. Tony, because Tony's been kind of dropped in the last couple fights. I hear he hurts him, and I think he just TKOs him ground and pound.
Because Paddy hasn't fought in a long time.
Yeah, he got injured. What was that? Jared Gordon was his last fight.
Yeah, Jared Gordon was his last fight. I think Jared Gordon fights on the New York card. But yeah, that's gonna be.
Then he had surgery. I think ankle surgery. He said so. Yeah, he's been out for a while, but.
That card's shaping up to be sexy.
Oh, dude, the end of the year, all the cards are going to be pretty sweet.
Even now that they added Yuri versus Alex Pereira on the co-main for the John Jones fight.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a huge addition.
Do you agree with O'Malley? Let us know your thoughts below. Israel Adesanya's movie debut. The new movie The Stylebender is in theaters. This 1-hour, 42-minute documentary follows the evolution of Israel Adesanya and his rise to UFC middleweight champion.
I was an outsider, and then I tried to fit in, but I wasn't meant to fit in. So now I just own myself, and I just stand out.
That kid is still there, but he's not scared anymore. That kid is confident, knows his worth. He's kind, he's caring, and he's dangerous.
Izzy himself says whether you love or hate him, you'll enjoy his movie. Critics and fans are saying that this docu paints Israel in a different light. Would you give it a watch? Let us know in the comments below. Dana White confirms McGregor versus Chandler 2024. UFC President Dana White has confirmed that the match between Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler will take place early 2024. When asked about the two stepping into the octagon, White said, "I've been saying for a while that next year's when Conor's gonna fight." After White's comments, Chandler posted this to his Instagram, captioned, "In the waiting we find layers and drastically improve our chances of absolute brilliance. Walk on, see you at the top." Do you think Chandler being expected to wait for McGregor is fair? Comment below. If you like our videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can keep them coming. Charles Oliveira says rematch unfair. Charles Oliveira says he thinks it's unfair the rematch between himself and Islam Makhachev will take place in Abu Dhabi. I don't necessarily think it's fair, but it's the game. That's where the champion is. He calls the shots, but I'm coming back for my belt wherever that is. Oliveira earned a rematch with Makhachev after crushing Beneil Dariush's 8-fight winning streak with a first-round TKO at UFC 289 back in June. He was then next in line to challenge the title, but took a while to accept the rematch. Islam responded on his Twitter saying, "Charles, I asked to fight in the US in the summer, but UFC has other plans. I'm a UFC fighter like you. Never set the conditions for the UFC and fought where they offered. My last fight took place in Australia at the challenger's backyard. Everything you say makes no sense." Khamzat comments on recent move. Khamzat recently dropped Sweden and will be representing the UAE instead moving forward. Many fans thought it was politically motivated. After hearing this, Khamzat decided to break his silence on the matter and took to Instagram to explain. "To everyone that says I left the country, left Sweden, I just moved to Dubai. Come to this city, friends. Everyone's trying to make a huge political event out of this. But it's better for my career, my training. It's always sunny here, you don't freeze. I will always respect Stockholm, my home, and I'll always come back. I make decisions based on the interests of my career and family. This comes first for me. Everyone who's rooting for me in Sweden, I respect you and will also represent you." Do you think the move was just simply for weather and training, or is there more to it? Comment below. McGregor hangs with Snoop Dogg. The Notorious posed with 3 blunts on his Instagram. The photo captioned, "Snoop Dogg in the house tonight, it's only right." The rap superstar performed at McGregor's pub. At one point in the night, Snoop called the former 2-weight world champion onto the stage to a chorus of cheers from attendees. Who would you rather party with, Conor or Snoop? Comment below. Dana White shredded. Dana White shared side-by-side photos of himself taken almost 6 years apart on his Instagram, and the difference is insane. White's major life changes are inspirational to say the least. Does White inspire you to hit the gym? Comment below. And that wraps up the news. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to catch all the latest MMA news. Here are the top comments from our last video. One fan commented, "For all the drama Ali is trying to generate, I think he meant Khabib when he said Islam's daddy didn't think it was a good idea to come up to welterweight." And another said, "Khamzat and Sean are friends." If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is comment below.